Ever pondered what would happen if our planet, the Earth, just stopped spinning? It's a thought that's likely crossed your mind at least once. To understand the consequences of such a scenario, we first need to comprehend the current rotation of Earth and its effects on our daily life. The Earth, our home, is constantly spinning on its axis, an invisible line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. It's this rotation that gives us our familiar cycle of day and night. As Earth turns, different parts of the world face the sun, bringing the warmth and light of day, while other parts turn away, plunging into the cool darkness of night. But the Earth's rotation does much more than dictate our sleep schedules. It plays a vital role in shaping our planet's weather patterns. You see, the spin of the Earth creates something called the Coriolis effect, which influences the direction of winds and ocean currents, helping to distribute heat around the planet and contributing to our varied climates. And that's not all. The Earth's rotation even determines the shape of our planet. Despite how it may look on a map, Earth is not a perfect sphere. It's an oblate spheroid, meaning it's slightly squashed at the poles and slightly wider at the equator. This is because the speed of Earth's rotation is fastest at the equator, causing the planet to bulge outwards due to centrifugal force. Then there's gravity, that invisible force keeping us firmly planted on the ground. The strength of Earth's gravitational pull is also influenced by the planet's spin. Without this rotation, gravity would work differently, and we'd feel heavier. So, the spinning Earth is more than just an astronomical fact. It's a fundamental part of our existence, impacting everything from our climate to our body weight. A sudden halt to Earth's rotation isn't in our near future, but it's an intriguing scenario to explore. Imagine the Earth halts its spin. What's next? Without the spin, our planet would be a drastically different place. The immediate effects would be nothing short of cataclysmic. You see, our Earth rotates at a speed of around 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. If it suddenly stopped spinning, everything not fixed to the ground would keep moving due to inertia. That means you, me, the trees, buildings, cars, everything would fly eastward at high speed. Imagine the devastation. It'd be like the most powerful tornado you could conceive, only on a global scale. But the horror show doesn't stop there. The sudden halt would also trigger colossal winds. These winds would be so powerful they would rip up the landscape, tearing apart buildings and uprooting whole forests. Every single structure we've built, every monument we've erected, every city we've developed, all would be at the mercy of these monstrous winds. And let's not forget the oceans. The oceans would keep moving too, just like everything else. This would result in massive waves, tsunamis unlike anything we've ever seen. Entire coastlines would be submerged, islands would vanish, and the sea life would be thrown into chaos. But wait, there's more. The Earth's rotation also affects its shape. Our planet isn't a perfect sphere, but an oblate shape, wider at the equator and narrower at the poles. If the Earth stopped spinning, gravity would pull everything towards the poles, leading to a more pronounced oblate shape. This means land would be pulled towards the poles, while the oceans would be drawn towards the equator. So what we're looking at is a world of unimaginable destruction. Cities would be destroyed, landscapes would be unrecognizable, and the very shape of the Earth would change. The immediate aftermath would be catastrophic, but that's not the end of it. The Earth has stopped spinning. We've survived the initial chaos. What does our world look like now? Let's paint a picture of this new reality. Imagine a world where day and night are no longer fleeting moments, but permanent conditions. One side of our planet would be in constant, unyielding sunlight. This would lead to extreme heat, turning the landscape into a barren, inhospitable desert. Oceans would evaporate, and the relentless solar radiation would make life as we know it impossible. On the flip side, literally, the other half of the Earth would be shrouded in perpetual darkness, an eternal night. This side of the planet would be a frozen wasteland, with temperatures plummeting to unimaginable lows. Ice would cover everything, and the absence of sunlight would mean no photosynthesis, the lifeblood of our ecosystems. But in between these two extremes, there might be a sliver of hope, a narrow band of livable conditions we could call the twilight zone. Here, on the edge of darkness and light, temperatures could be just right for life to continue, albeit in a drastically different form. However, the absence of Earth's rotation presents another, perhaps even more dire issue. Our planet's spin creates its magnetic field, an invisible force field that shields us from harmful solar radiation. Without this protective layer, solar winds would strip away our atmosphere, and life on Earth would be exposed to intense cosmic radiation. This doesn't mean life would be impossible, though. Life has a knack for survival, for adapting to the most inhospitable environments. It's conceivable that life could evolve to withstand these new conditions. Perhaps organisms would develop protective shells or burrow underground to shield themselves from the harsh radiation. In this new world, humanity would need to adapt too, to find new ways to survive and thrive. Our culture, our technology, our very way of life would be forever altered. Life as we know it would be drastically different on a non-rotating Earth. So what have we learned from our little thought experiment? We've journeyed through a world where the Earth has ceased its rotation. We've seen the immediate aftermath, where the intense winds and ocean's inertia would wreak havoc on our planet. Then, we delved into the long-term consequences, where one side of the Earth would be perpetually scorched by the sun, while the other side plunges into a never-ending night. We've learned that our planet's rotation isn't just about day and night. It's about creating a livable environment where the weather is stable and life can thrive. It's about the magnetic field that protects us from harmful solar radiation. The rotation of the Earth is a fundamental aspect of our existence, the backbone of our world's order, and a quiet but powerful force that shapes our lives. While a sudden halt to Earth's rotation is highly unlikely, it's a fascinating scenario that underscores just how vital our planet's spin is to our existence.